die Verbrennung der Amerikaner.
What is up, my beautiful mates of YouTube? My name is Aussie Marcel, and in today's video I'm going to be doing 5 designer scents that are challenging and defy expectations, and also I will be doing an honourable mentions that includes 5 fragrances technically speaking, so you can look at this as like a top 5 list or a top 10 list. I don't know, man, you do you. I'm still waking up, hence the massive cup of coffee here. Latte, almond milk. It's the bee's knees, man. So starting things off with the honourable mentions, we've got Bulgari Black and Bogart's City Tower. Both of these scents smell pretty close to one another. They're smoky, they've got a vanilla facet to them, and they've got this burning rubber quality to them. There's no other way to put it. They smell like burning rubber. They're a little... I don't like using the word gothic to describe fragrances, but they've got that sort of vibe, and if I had known about them when I was in high school, I probably would have rocked them and tried to hit on chicks wearing them, thinking I'm the absolute shit, you know. But that's just me. That's who I was. But yeah, Bogart City Tower, Bulgari Black. These are for the daring individual that wants to wear something that isn't going to be immediately and obviously in your face, but they want something that will grow as they wear it with time. Both of these scents have this sort of burning rubber quality in the opening, and as it dries down, there's like a lot of different smoky and vanilla nuances to explore with these. So yeah, highly recommend both of them. Rumours have it that Bulgari Black, the little hockey puck, the little friggin' hell, it looks like it could be sold at an S&M shop. And Bogart City Tower. This one discontinued, rumours have it. Bogart City Tower, you can still pick it up for under 40 bucks on eBay. Really solid atomizer. Wow, that smells so sexy. Unbelievable. Yeah, that one smells very nice. Next up is the best performing, most challenging fragrance that I can think of. Gucci Guilty Absolute. This smells like you're going down on one of those zombies from The Walking Dead. Well, hear me out. It smells like damp, decaying leather. Leather is skin, so it makes sense, doesn't it? This is one of the most challenging fragrances on the market. It is such a complex scent. It smells incredible. But if you wear this, you are going to offend people. I picked this one up without knowing what it was, and I wore it to work one day, and this is my other job. And the woman who was one of my best friends I was working with, she was like, I don't like the way that one smells. And that's the only time I've ever had somebody tell me they don't like the way that smells, to my face, at least. So yeah, this is going to offend people, it's going to challenge people. But to the right kind of person, this is just going to be one of those scents that blows your mind. There's so much to explore here. You've got that medicinal quality, you've got the almost band-aid quality, you've got the leather, you've got that natural damp quality. There's just so much to this one. There's green facets, there's woody facets, there's leathery facets. It's a very complex scent. It truly is. It's getting harder to find here in Australia. But if you're after a leather scent that really challenges you, something that's truly animalic, check this one out because it will challenge you. And I've got a feeling that if you're watching my videos, you may just fall in love with this scent. Next up is my fragrance of the day, and this is Fendi by Fendi. I used to think this was Rihanna's brand, but it isn't. It's a leather scent, it's got a peppery quality, it's got a tiny hint of fruity sweetness to it that just lifts it up, rounds it out. I wish designers in particular would release more leather scents like this, because this one is a very good representation of leather. Now, as a vegan, you know, I don't wear leather, but I do like the smell of leather fragrances. They smell masculine, they smell classy, and this has class up the arse. It smells incredible. It smells very luxurious and expensive, performs incredibly as well. I have read that this one is discontinued, and that is the reason why it isn't in the main top 5, because it's pretty hard to source nowadays. But any sort of potent leather scent like this is going to be somewhat challenging to people. You're not going to get immediate, obvious compliments for them, but the right kind of people will appreciate the scents on you. But yeah, for the most part, these sorts of leather scents, Gucci Guilty Absolute as well, these are going to challenge people, they're going to defy expectations. And yeah, if you want to wear something that you can sort of learn about as you're wearing it, wear that. And lastly, in the honourable mentions, I don't quite know if this is a designer scent or a niche scent, so that's why this is in the honourable mentions, because I don't know whether to lump this brand into the designer category or the niche category. But that is Who is Elijah's Nightcap. This is a very challenging, earthy scent. And also, this is technically listed as a leather scent. Earthy, woody, leathery. I believe it is. It's the orris root. It's that earthy orris. It's the violet in this. It's the sandalwood. It is a challenging scent, but there is something purely sexual about it. It is a very sexy fragrance. And I know it says in like the marketing that, where is it? It says it makes you want to rip your clothes off. I can't find it. It's here somewhere. But it does sort of have that quality to it. It's got this nocturnal, leathery skin quality to it. And there's just something about those combinations of notes. They're slightly sweet, slightly tart, dusty orris, the sandalwood, the luxurious sandalwood. It's very delicious smelling, but it is challenging and it will take a little bit of time to get used to wearing it. So Nightcap by Who is Elijah is the last honourable mention. Alrighty then, glasses off, boom. And so we begin the top 5 challenging designer scents. Or if you want to look at it this way, it's just 5 designer scents that are actually quite challenging. Starting things off with Calvin Klein's Obsession for Men. You could also put the women's obsession on this list in place of this one. That's very similar to this, except more powdery. It's a very nice scent, and I know a couple of blokes that I'm very good friends with. Actually, one of them's one of my best mates, but he prefers the women's obsession. So Obsession for Men is a 90s throwback scent. And there's not a lot on the market that smells like this. It's got a very prominent cinnamon note. It's very warm and spicy. It's got a dark edge to it. This is another one of those fragrances that I could imagine like a grungy guy in the 90s or a goth guy in the 90s just rocking the hell out of this. It smells very nice. It just smells so good. $35 for 200 ml, so it's very affordable as well. And I'm just gonna have another spray because I'm never gonna use all of this. It does have a powdery quality to it. It does smell like talc powder a little bit, but much spicier. This is for the person that lives in a very cold climate and they want to wear a fragrance that's going to constantly lift them up. That's going to be sort of like a light in the darkness, so to speak. Calvin Klein's Obsession has that quality just because of that cinnamon note. It is so powerful. It is so sharp. And that is why it's on this list, because there's not going to be a huge amount of people that are going to love this scent, but those that do love it are going to wear it to death, and they're going to discover new facets, new nuances with it. It's a delicious smelling fragrance, and it is very unisex. You could be a woman and wear this, absolutely. If you're after a dark, challenging, 90s throwback designer scent, try out Obsession for Men. It's well worth it. Next up is Issey Miyake's L'Odyssey Pour Homme Intense. You can get this one for under $80 Australian, and it smells so different from Issey Miyake Pour Homme. It's actually ridiculous. It only has a touch of that fresh tart yuzu quality, and I'll just show you the bottle. This is a smoky ambergris forward fragrance. I reckon the first couple of seconds of wearing this, you're gonna go, what's so challenging about this? I don't understand how this could be challenging. Try it, wear it on your skin. The heat of your skin is going to unlock those smoky facets, and that ambergris note, as it dries down, becomes more prominent, and you're going, hey wait, what is this kind of animalic smell on me? What is this kind of like sickly, sweet, smoky smell on me? That is Le DEFY Pour Homme Intense for you. It is challenging, but it's got just enough freshness to it that you could wear it in the summertime. This is one of the few scents that you could rock comfortably in the summertime today that I'm featuring. In fact, it's probably one of two that you could wear in the summertime comfortably. It smells amazing, it performs amazingly, and you can get it for a good price on eBay. I have seen it occasionally in Chemist Warehouse, but generally they don't really stock this anymore. So if you're after a scent that's going to challenge you, that you can also wear in the summertime, Le DEFY Pour Homme Intense. Next up is sort of a clone of YSL's Kouros, and that is Milton Lloyd The Man Silver. I got 2 bottles of this for $40 on eBay. It was an incredible deal. So it's considered aromatic, green, honey, floral, vanilla, and musky. This is one of the most powerful scents that I've ever smelled in my life. Think of it as like the musky version of Gucci Guilty Absolute. This is a potent beast of a scent. It is... Even just smelling it out of the atomizer made my face sort of wince. Very potent. It's a 48-hour plus fragrance. I don't want to spray it just because it's going to just shock the room. It's going to... Mate, what a fragrance. If you like... You know how you'll see online that people are complaining that YSL's Kouros has been muted, it's been gutted over the years, it's been tampered with, it's been reformulated and it's weaker. If you're one of those people and you don't know about Milton Lloyd's The Man Silver, try this one out because it is Kouros on steroids. It is a musky, dirty, clean bomb of a fragrance. Even coming out of the atomizer, it is potent. So if you can get this for a good price and you want to wear a fragrance that's going to destroy people's noses, I mean, one spray of this is enough to last 48 hours on your skin. It's one of the strongest fragrances known to man. I'd put this up there with Gucci Guilty Absolute and Yo Pom. That's how good this one is. But people are going to be offended by this. People are going to, you know, it's got that sort of barnyard piss quality to it. It smells like sheep dip. It smells like, I don't know, if you've ever spent any time on a farm, this is going to be a familiar scent to you. Maybe just roll around in some piss hay or something like that instead. You'll get the same sort of effect, eh? But that is a potent beast. For the right person, they're going to adore that scent. But most people are going to smell that and they're going to go, why would anybody want to smell like piss? So, I don't know, guys. I think it smells fantastic, but I don't know if I would wear it to work or anything like that. Next up is CK Eternity, another Calvin Klein fragrance. Calvin Klein coming in clutch here. CK Eternity Eau de Parfum. So unlike Intense, which sort of has a Dior Homme quality to it, and unlike CK Eternity, which has a really nice, natural, fresh quality to it, Eternity Eau de Parfum is much darker and earthier. It smells like moss. It smells dark. It smells like soil. It's just such a... There's so many natural facets to this fragrance that I just adore. I love this scent. I think it smells fantastic. This is the other fragrance that I reckon you could pull off in summertime. It's got just enough of that CK Eternity green freshness here, but it's much earthier. It is much more natural smelling, like it smells like a forest floor, like after a nice rainfall. That's what it smells like. And although it's probably the most tame fragrance on this list in terms of, is it going to challenge you? How wearable is it? A lot of people are still going to find this not sweet enough. They're going to find that it's not fresh enough. So I would recommend testing this out, get a sample for it, and wear it for a little bit, kind of live in it and wear it like a second skin. Because this fragrance it's got that perfect dark quality to it. If you wear a lot of black, you know, if you spend a lot of time outdoors, like if you're like a pagan or a Wiccan or something like that, Wiccan, I reckon this is the kind of scent that I associate with those types of people. Pagans, druids. That all sounds so awesome actually, now that I think about it. I love all that stuff. But yeah, I've got like a book about witchcraft over there. I've got 2 of them. There's like an encyclopedia of the occult as well. It's like this massive tome. It's like this massive vintage tome, and I got it for like 50 cents from Savers one day at university. But yeah, this is a witchy fragrance, or if you're a warlock, kind of a good bloke. If you can be a warlock, kind of a bloke in this day and age. But yeah, I love the way this one smells. It's got this beautiful earthy greenness to it, very natural smelling. I think hippies would love this scent, now that I think about it. Maybe you don't have to be a witch or a warlock, you can just be a hippie and you can get away with wearing this. But if you're after a fresh, earthy, challenging scent, CK Eternity Eau de Parfum. And last but not least, it's everybody's favourite Dior fragrance. And no, we're not talking about Sauvage, which is overrated. We're talking about Fahrenheit. Leathery, gasoline, floral, violet. It's the smell of success, and it's also the smell, I don't know how I would even describe it. It's such a unique fragrance. Sort of smells like diesel a little bit, if you've ever smelt diesel. I mean, you probably have smelt diesel engines. You know how I said that CK Eternity Eau de Parfum is the most wearable fragrance? I think Dior Fahrenheit, whilst it may be a little less wearable than Eternity Eau de Parfum, this will get you way more compliments. There's just something ultra masculine and sexy about this scent. Out of everything that I've featured in today's video, this is just so sexy. It's so attractive. It performs like a beast. It is on the pricier side, like you're going to be paying over 130 bucks for it. But if you just want to smell like a man, and that's the only thing you care about, this is about as masculine as it gets. But once you wear it, there is so much more to this than the gasoline opening and the leather. It's got this beautiful violet nuance, it's floral as well. And after you wear it and let the bottle oxidize a little bit, more of those florals creep into the fragrance. It's just such a beautiful smelling scent. I highly recommend it. I mean, out of everything that I've talked about today, this is the scent that you could make your own signature the easiest. This is such a signature scent-worthy scent. Anyways, this has been a long one. Thanks for sticking with me. If you've ever worn any of these fragrances before, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait to hear what you guys have to say. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, and I'll catch you guys around.